mate. Hello, Cheerios, Blimeries. Sounded more like Texas. Come on. It's Saturday, ain't it? Saturday, ain't it? No, it's Saturday, ain't it? Wow, what was that? What was that? What was that? That was good, no? It's Saturday, ain't it? Wasn't that fucking good? Breath. Pretty good, right? Oh. Peanut butter on the room. Peanut butter? Nah, no peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter. I need some BGM. I need BGM. Ooh, I need BGM. Where's my BGM? Ooh, I need BGM. Where's my BGM? I need it right now. Where's my BGM? Bow, 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 bow. I don't know how to stream anymore. Hi guys, it's been a while. It's been indeed a while. I don't feel like I'm streaming yet. Am I streaming? You should now hear the BGM that is looking stealth cute. That's what I title it. I'm here. I'm back home, and hopefully I will stay for now. I don't want to go anywhere, anytime. I'm sick of it. Within 1 month, I traveled to Japan twice, back and forth. And I went to the UK. And in the last trip, I got sick. However, it was like in the morning. I'm trying to remember if I already felt something like on the night before we flew, but I can't remember. But I was definitely like in the morning when I woke up, I noticed like some like small sound congestion. It's like so much better, like especially the last night fixed all my problems. But yeah, I noticed like oh my throat feels a bit scratchy, but like I know this scratchiness is like when something's you know starting. So I told RMT we met at the airport early in the morning. It was before 10 a.m. It's quite early. Too loud? Okay. Yeah, and I'm like, RMT, I'm fine right now, but I have this scratchy feeling in my throat that is telling me that I am getting worse. Yeah. No, the flight was I'm just giving you a rough time. It was way earlier. We arrived way earlier than 10 a.m. I had to get up really early. Yeah, and she's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah, sorry, by the way, if you get sick because of me. But she also just recovered from a sickness, but she was already fine. And she said like, I never get sick. Like even when I had the C virus, it wasn't so bad. So she wasn't worried about getting sick from me, at least. Yata. Who? There's people who do. How could she pass it to me? Like I started feeling it before I even went off to the airport. And we met at the airport. C virus. Famous last words. So her name is RMT. That was my old roommate. I used to live with her before the sea thing. And then I went to Japan for a year, and then I came back, and I was in hololive at that point. But I wanted to move. Didn't want to stream immediately. Didn't want to stream the whole time in the same apartment because kind of awkward. Yeah, I did it for a couple days, weeks, but I moved quickly. And since then, we haven't been meeting much. I feel like, yeah, this was the first time I met her this year. We don't talk much either, like on text messages or whatever. We never meet, but we're still like, you know, we still know we like each other, and you know, we're good. So I was really happy when she wanted to go to London with me. I think it was my idea though, because I was like, oh, look, there's a Lord of the Rings musical in England. Yeah, close to London, starting here. Do you want to go with me? And she said, yes, let's fucking go, because she loves Lord of the Rings. Yo, I'm already going deep into the tangents. It's been 12 minutes. I'm so deep already. Oh my god. Yeah, I've got a lot to tell you. I think I'll tell you the whole thing today, because I also got a lot of pictures. That's what we are here for. Hey, you here to listen to my beautiful story about the UK? About how I came and I left the UK. Okay. 今日はね、昨日帰ってきたから、昨日っていうか、本当はもう今日だけど、0時超えてたから、その、イギリス行ってた話をしたいと思います。イェーイ It's payday again, let's go! Not too much of a pain for you. Well, London... well, okay, let's take it step by step. Let's take everything step by step, right? Okay. I've got pictures. I just have them all on Discord. I gotta like download them one by one. But here we go, walkers. That you saw some of these. Oopsie. Some of these pictures you saw on Twitter already. Let's begin. Some of my tangents I wrote down, but for some others I'm gonna have to think really hard about what happened. Boopity boopity, skibbity boop. So, are these my tangents? Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, I don't think I really wrote anything down about the travel. Crisps, not chips. Yeah, crisps. Yeah, that's what I kept on saying with Sparkles crisps on Twitter. Salt and vinegar. I didn't eat those. I didn't buy those. I didn't eat those. Yeah, but so we went on the plane. Of course, we had separate seats because we went with one of those cheap-ass airlines. Honestly, I feel like it's almost impossible to not go to such a close destination without like one of those cheap-ass airlines. It wasn't Ryanair, yeah, it was Wizz Air. Wizz Air! Wizz! What do they think they are? Wizards? But I mean, it's kind of, in the medieval times or the Roman times, probably people would consider this wizardry. Yeah, flying people over the country like that. So, okay, I'm gonna hold back my comment. No, but I like the color of the seats. That's the only good thing I can say. No. Nah, I don't know. No, I mean, it's pretty shitty. I mean, There's no free drinks, of course. You have to buy everything, and if you want a seat, like they assign. I feel like it's even worse than Ryanair. Like with Ryanair, I didn't have this experience. Ryanair and Wizz Air, in case you're not from Europe, are cheap ass airlines for like short distance, mostly destinations, low cost carriers in Europe. Yeah, Ryanair ranks higher for me, just because I feel like at least for Ryanair, like what I noticed, Wizz Air, the seats, there is no reclining option. At least they're like relatively comfortable, and from the get-go, I feel like they are a bit more reclined than other seats in their default position. My voice is pretty much normal, I think, at this point. Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little bit sicklish still. Ryanair killed my relationship. What? Because they put you on different seats all across the airline on different sides? It's killing relationships. I can imagine. Yeah, no, phlegm wasn't so bad. I had some phlegm in the morning, but yeah, that's fine. I'm like mostly like 100% healed. Yeah, I do notice I sound congested a little bit, but I'm fine. I can sing. Yeah, so I think on Ryanair you can at least recline the chairs a little bit. I think. Last time I flew, I think I could. But yeah, Wizz Air you can't do it. Which is like, what? You can't even do that? You can't even recline the chairs? It's okay though, it was relatively comfortable. And actually fucking lucky I had a window seat. Normally you don't get window seats for free on this airline. I don't know what happened. Recline air, oh my god. Yeah, what happened to quality of life? Nah, it's okay. I mean, they're just short flights, so whatever. So, oh yeah, I was really tired on the plane, but I tried to sleep, I think, but I couldn't, whatever, blah blah blah. I bought some drink and a snack. Some, like, not potato chips, but something savory to snack on. And yeah. Yeah. Oh, the interesting thing was, like, you know, the plane looked pretty damn full, and we were a full row, and I was on the window seat. There were two dudes next to me, and the middle dude, after the flight took off, after like a few minutes early on, the dude, he left and went to the back of the plane, and I thought maybe he's going to the toilet. But he never came back. Huh? Where'd he go? Like, he was so determined when he left. Did he take his things even? I feel like he took like his handbag stuff or whatever, but didn't take his suitcase. So he would take that later when he actually, like, you know, left the plane on the way from the back to the front. But yeah, he just disappeared. And then the dude, I was really tired, you know, but I didn't think it would be appropriate. You know, this is the problem. If you're in a row of 3 people, and there's free seats, and there's a seat between you, you know, you feel like you want to kind of use that second seat, right? But there's, like, this seat is between you and another person, so you, like, taking it for yourself feels kind of like, who do you think you are? Like, you assume the seat is now yours? Let's at least fucking share. What I would usually do is I don't lay down on it. If there's like, if this is a free seat to a row, I don't lay down on it. Sometimes I like, it's paint time, bitches. Let me paint. I'm gonna probably explain a few things on paint today. It's paint time, bitches. Wonderful. The wrong button. There we go. German paint. Where are we? Where is the ending? Here it ends. We don't even need it this big though, I think. Wait. Let me cut it. Where is it? Here. Okay. Where's the pen? The pen is here. I'm so surprised I never lost this tablet pen before. I should have. Oh, trying to move the mic. Okay. So. Seat? Seat? Okay, well, I don't know why this one is bigger, but they get bigger and bigger. But okay. What I would sometimes do in this situation, because like I like to like kind of like make myself small, because I can't really make myself like really big, right, in such a tiny seat. So I'll make myself small instead, because I like that. It's kind of comfy. So I put my legs up and just a little bit, because if I couldn't do it, if there was a person here, I can't do this really. But since there's no person here, I use the opportunity to sit like this and then just you know, enjoy the little extra space without taking it all up. This is what I would like to do. And I put like my bag here, I guess. But that's the most I will make of this. My princess, very ladylike. Hiding my crotch out of fear. No manspreading. Oh God, I have many experiences with sitting next to a guy and them like manspreading the hell out of their manlyhood next to me. But Holly, hi Holly. And I try to understand. I try to ignore it, okay? But sometimes I wonder, well, what would you do if I was as wide and tall and big as you, huh? You're lucky that you're sitting to a small person like me, okay? You're lucky that I only take up like this much space. Sometimes though, I also like to take up a bit more space. Whatever. You're lucky you're next to me. Okay. What? External? What? Okay, so however, I couldn't do this. I couldn't do it this time. The dude, he was weird. He was so busy. In the corner of my eye, I saw he was like constantly doing something. Like the moment the guy left, he froze his like bag here, and then he froze his laptop like here, like kind of angled. And then he's like tippity writing something, click like an important person. He was like kind of in like a suit-like outfit too. I'm like, oh wow, what a busy man, okay. But like 3 minutes later, he moves it around again, and he kept on throwing his things around and putting even more things on the seat before I even put anything there. Yeah. And he was just really busy. Like he was looking around, like he was kind of anxious. I don't know what was going on. Yeah. But then eventually he takes off his coat. He takes his big bag and he puts it here. He puts his coat over, and then like a baby, he lays down like this, you know, you see what I'm doing here. And with his hand was like under his head, and he just suddenly with so much like energy, he just whoosh, and suddenly laid down there, and I look over and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, like his head, he had like a really like fluffy head, like so much. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess you're using this new seat that we now have. Okay, enjoy, I guess. Not like I wanted to. It's okay. It's okay. I have the window seat. I feel like it's pretty easy to like at least like lean on something on the window seat, so that's good. I didn't pat him, no. Yeah. I don't know. He just claims it. Yeah, like the audacity, the audacity to take and claim this middle seat, right? And then you know what happened then? Eventually, later, lady comes by while he's like doing this and asks, "Anybody wants to buy snacks?" And I'm like, "Yeah, here me. I like to buy a Coca-Cola." And then I got, it was something called, I think like elephant bites or something like that. Like it was like these round pretzel crackers. It just spoke to me, you know. I looked at the menu and this spoke to me with black and white sesame seeds. Sesame? I think it was sesame. It just looked good to me. So I buy this, you know, out of the menu that has quite a few options, yeah? Yeah? Just keep this in mind. Menu has quite a few options and I choose specifically this. And then I'm like, you know, I'm here. I have my table out. I'm munching this happily. I feel quite happy about my choices, about my life choices. Then she's gone, right? He wakes up. He wakes up. He puts out his table. He looks around anxiously. He gets the lady to come back. He buys something. He buys the exact same thing! And I'm like, heh. Trendsetter. I'm such a trendsetter. Like, damn, I'm such a trend. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just felt weirdly proud of myself. I'm such a icon. How dare he copy me? No, I saw it and I'm like, I like really gave this smug smile. I don't think he saw it. I'll have what she said. I wonder if he said that. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it clearly. But I just felt so proud and I didn't look at him directly, but I looked like my head, I angled it towards his direction, and I had this smug smile, kind of expecting a comment from him, like I don't know, like thank you for inspiring me, like you have made my day. I'm looking forward to the trend that you said it. You know, I just expected something, some kind of comment, but there was nothing, and he just ate it as if it was his idea. He just ate it and ignored this like this situation. He ignored this situation. You don't understand me. You don't get it, guys. You don't get it. Yeah, he thought it was his idea. It was my idea! It was my combination! You know, he didn't even look like a guy who would order a Coca-Cola and the elephant crackers. George Costanza. Honestly, this is a Seinfeld episode. Yeah, oh my god, you're so right. It's because I'm watching too much Seinfeld. Oh man. Yeah, I should have trademarked it. I feel like I deserve some credit for, because he was, oh my god, I was enjoying those crackers, but he was like eating it like 3 times as fast as me, and he finished it immediately. Both his Coca-Cola and his snacks. What I'm saying is, he enjoyed it so much. He should thank me. I don't know, man. Is it too much to ask for some credit? I can't. It's my stand-up routine. Phoenix God complex. No, I'm saying there's so much on the menu. Why would you take the items, the exact combination of things that I took? It's obviously because you had taken inspiration from me. And then he went back down to sleep in that position and take up all the space. It's okay though. I was kind of content. I was pretty happy that at least I had a window seat. I love George Costanza. Okay. ちょっと how do I make new? Ah, there you go. I hate that you can see the menu. It makes me nervous. Oh man. Yeah, he should thank me for being able to breathe the same air as me too. Of course. Okay. That was my very important. This was just it's been 30 minutes and this was just the airplane ride. So eventually, you guys don't get it. Eventually, we were done with the flight. We got off. I was waiting for IMT, who was in the back of the plane, and the UK has changed you. No, it was like this before. Oh man. Yeah, he ruined my whole holiday. No, just kidding. I would love to live in a Seinfeld episode. Nah, anyway, I'm happy he had a good sleep. We landed at Gatwick Airport, which is, I guess, it looked like judging by the planes that were parked outside, an airport just made for cheap airlines to land because they can't afford or don't have space in Heathrow. Yeah. But it's not so far actually from the city. Like if you compare it to Narita in Japan, Narita is not even in Tokyo. It's like so fucking far. If I compare that, I feel like Gatwick's closer to like London than Narita is to Tokyo. I prefer Gatwick over Heathrow by far. Oh, wow, okay. See, and it was really easy to get from Gatwick Airport to the city. But we didn't look up anything beforehand. We were like the whole time, our whole trip, it was like so unplanned. The only thing we planned beforehand is the reason why we booked this trip. And that was for the... Ah yeah, Fame's like train. Hell yeah. For the Lord of the Rings thing. BGM's still loud? What? Okay. Let me change it anyway. Okay. So, next, we arrive and we're like, okay, what do we do? First of all, we need a SIM card, right? Should we buy a SIM card? Because, like, back in the day... Oh, it's Froggy Wobble BGM, really? Back in the day, before England chose to Brexit the fuck out of here, stupid. We were able to just go there and have internet. Now we do not have internet. It depends actually. I looked it up and it seems like depending on your provider, you may have free internet still. Like for Austrian providers, maybe. I'm not sure. But I certainly didn't, and my friend RMT certainly didn't either. Unfortunately. So we had to buy some. Like I checked the rates if you were to roam without like some specific SIM card, and I don't know how to calculate if that's a lot or not. So we just bought SIM cards. We arrived and there was like a what? And here, a vending machine for SIM cards, and it had two different companies' SIM cards, I think. One was Leica, that I'm sure UK people know. The other one I don't remember. Maybe you guys remember. We were first eyeing the other one, and we were like, okay, they have what? They have like maybe 10 GB and then a 25 GB, I think, maybe something like that. Free? I'm not sure. But then Leica had I think like 50 and 100 GB. But the 100 GB was as expensive or cheap as the other carrier's 25 GB. And we were like, why would we buy the other one? Is there something that we don't know? Like, is there something that makes it worth to get the other one? Because like on the packaging, judging by the information on the packaging, it didn't seem like there was any difference between them. So whatever, we just bought the 100 GB one, but of course we only at the end I saw at the very last day I used up like 7 GB in one day because I downloaded a lot of things on my phone, like videos. But besides that, we only used together, sharing, by having it on the whole day, we only used like maybe 1 GB per day. The 7 GB was an exception. Normally I wouldn't use so much, but I just downloaded a few videos on my phone because I was like, whatever, we have so much GB left. It's the last day. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I was surprised that we got into the Thameslink train. And it did have Wi-Fi, because like I didn't have, you know, like a little pin to open up the hole on the back of the phone to put the SIM card in. So I was like, we first need something, maybe in the hotel or so. But until then, like at the airport, we could use the airport Wi-Fi to find a route to get to the hotel. So we just saved the route and then hoped that we would arrive eventually. But turns out the train had internet too. And in hindsight, I noticed so many places that had Wi-Fi in London. So many Thames, okay. Thameslink. So many things were so difficultly pronounced, and I would talk and I would ask British people, like, where's this? What's this? And they're like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And then they say something that I'm looking for, and I don't even hear like that they said the thing that I'm trying to hear, because it sounds like something completely different to me when they say it. It was quite rough. My auntie, she was also like, question mark, question. We were both like, question mark, a lot of the time. And we in the train, we were looking at the station names, and nothing sounded like it's written. Nothing sounded like it was written at all. It was really confusing. Nothing sounded like how I would say it. It's so funny though. It seems so sophisticated. But yeah, we bought the SIM card, then we moved on like slowly. It was early in the morning, and we knew that we would have a hard time checking in so early. So we were just, you know, taking our time. And on this day, our plan was to, in the evening, go to, I've been told it's not Newbury. Although I feel like that's obvious. It should be Newbury. I think it wasn't Newbury. Pronounced a little bit different. It's pronounced a little bit different, I think. I don't know anymore. Yeah, to the Watermill Theater to watch The Lord of the Rings opening musical opening day. Newbury. Oh yeah, that sounds kind of like how they said it. Yeah, we booked the opening day. And pretty good seats too. When we were booking it, there were like so many seats still available. It was quite early, I think. We could have gotten even better seats, but we went for something like, you know, pretty decent, but not the best out of the best. Like, not front row. We were like in the third row, I think. Anyway, yeah. Oh my god. I have so much to tell you guys. Can I not just use like my telepathy? Can I not just telepathy it to you? That would be so much easier. Oh my god. No more mountain of super chats, but mountain of tangents. ですね。マジで教えたいこと多すぎる. Should have vlogged it. For real, like I was considering vlogging it. And then voice it over. Maybe next time I go on a short trip, I might do that. So, okay. SIM card. Didn't use it yet. Because didn't have the pointy thing. This fin pointy thing. We took train. Before that, we bought these snacks, okay? And water. And we got into the train. Gatwick. No, wait! Before that, I want to say Gatwick Airport. Holy fucking shit. There's like a million automated and non-automated like immigration, like passport check thingies. And they're all manned too, the non-automatic ones. Like it was like all there was so much. And still there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in that hall. It was shocking. Like I didn't expect Gatwick Airport to be so fucking crowded. It was insane. Yeah, took us quite a while to get out of there. But once we were out there, it was fine. And then we went to the ticket buying place, and it was really crowded there too. And the staff were like, you know, there's all these like ticket counters next to each other, and there were like people in front of them buying the tickets. Yeah, it's like, you know, and then there's like a fence, and it goes like zzz, like a snake. And then there's a staff here from the airport, from the train station, and he's like, okay, go here or go there. And when you don't immediately move, or when you're done buying your ticket and you walk away, or you know, you go too slowly, or when you're like, I saw a group of people and they didn't immediately proceed to buying the ticket, they all got so fucking angry. Like the staff was like, don't fucking just do it, just buy the ticket, move on faster, don't just stop and stand. Blah, blah, blah. Even when they're just like there for like 1 second. And there was this British lady who was like interesting. She was in front of us, and she was like pushing a trolley or something, and she was like kind of like slow, not like super slow like a grandma, but she was a little bit slower than, like, you know, others. And he's like, you know, basically, hurry the fuck up, don't waste my time, go faster. And she's like, don't fucking stress me. Don't stress me out. That's what she said to him, but she just proceeded to walk really slowly. And I'm like, go girl. She's actually like telling him that. I love that, because like they were unnecessarily stressful about the situation. She said it in such a British accent too. It was amazing. It was inspiring. But of course we didn't want to anger anyone, so we were very quick to move around and do our thing. We bought the ticket. Was easy, pretty easy. We went on the train. Was also pretty easy. And then we just chilled. It was comfortable. Finally we get to the station where we wanted to get off, and we took a taxi, didn't we? Oh yeah, we took a taxi from there. We could have taken a bus or so, I think, but we just took a taxi. And then we went to the... I feel like there was something happening there that I wanted to tell you, but it's okay. We don't have to tell every fucking detail. I think we just turned Uber. We just used Uber, I think. Hope you use the underground, the tube. I don't think we used the tube at all. Mostly we were using buses all the time, or we were walking. Yeah. Oh, I noticed it was pretty cold. Like, damn. But I was actually quite thankful for it. Like, I knew that it was gonna be colder than here in Austria. A little bit, but not like ice cold. But I appreciated it because a little break from the really hot summer in Austria and in Japan was like, wow, amazing. I really appreciated it. Like, it never felt hot a single time except on like the last day or two where I just felt hot from being sick, I think. Yeah, the weather was great, honestly. The weather was great for me as a break from the hot summer elsewhere, but I did, like, I thought to myself, like, this is, like, my first time summering in, like, kind of the north of Europe. This is your guys' summer? Then, if, it's never hot over there? This is like this is your summer? Oh my god, that's crazy. Maybe there's some like exceptional days where it gets really hot, I suppose, but oh my god. Then, I mean, for me it was nice to have that in the middle of a hot summer, but for you guys, if you're there in that area, that's a little bit oof. But I guess you guys are used to it. Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know if I should be feeling sorry. Because, I don't know. Would it be nice to have it be a little bit hotter? I don't know. I'm already exhausted from talking so much. I'll try my best. I didn't bring tissues though, and I wanna blow my nose beyond me. I don't have tissues. I only have toilet paper. Got distracted by Smoothie. Did you hear? You probably didn't hear, but I was walking over to the toilet and I saw Smoothie just lying and chilling and being cute. So of course I had to touch her. Ah, she's so cute. Okay. It's mostly gone, my like running nose. It's walking now, it's not running. Ah! Anyway, boo, fuck you! Fuck you! Yeah, I caught up to it. Oh man. Okay, we're in a train. We arrive. Let me skip forward. We arrive at the hotel. We booked quite a fancy hotel. We booked a pretty fancy hotel. I don't know if I should say it, but I think I'm gonna say it because you're gonna find out through something else that I'm gonna tell you eventually. We booked the... Wow, I mean, if you're in London, you're gonna probably know it because it's so fucking central. My criteria was a place that has a pool because I wanted to keep up my swimming reps. And here's the thing, RMT has a gold membership in Hilton Hotels, the chain of Hilton Hotels. Not only Hilton Hotels, but everything that comes with Hilton Hotels. And she still had like a lot of points. She wanted to use them, so she said, "Well, you can go for something fancier if you want." And I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah." We booked the Waldorf. We booked the fucking Waldorf, which is I don't even know what the area is that it's in London, but it seems like a really, really cool central area. And I only have one experience of staying in the Waldorf before in Berlin for a work trip before, and I didn't have to pay for it, thankfully. But I had it in really fond memory because it's gorgeous. It was really, I got a huge room. The bed was enough to fit 10 people, or like basically you could fit all those hololive members in swimsuits from the summer night music video and have them pose like that on your bed. That's basically how big the bed was. What the fuck was that, MP? Oh my god. So the huge bed, huge room. Bathroom was amazing. The breakfast was insane, incredible. I felt very welcome. The staff was crazy nice, and they made me some yummy French toast and this and that. It was really nice. So I really enjoyed the Berlin Waldorf. So I had it in good memory. I thought this would be the same. That's what I thought. I'm just gonna say it. For a hotel that you pay never under $100 per night, if not $200 per night, this was shit. Me and RT, we've stayed in many Hilton hotels. We know how hotels work. We worked in hotels. We know this and that. And Waldorf is out of the Hilton hotels, like the top, you know. This was so disappointing. We were laughing the whole time. You know, we're like, you know, we know hotels, so we know how it should be or how it could be. We were just so amused by all the things that were weird about this hotel. It was just amusing. It was shit. 4 days. If she wouldn't have used points, it would have been like 700 euros or pounds. I'm not sure, but a lot. I think euros. I don't know. But you know what I was really happy about? When we arrived, on the opposite side of the street. So Waldorf here, and then here on the corner, there's like a crossing here. Here's where the taxi let us out. And it's been a long time. Last time I was in UK was in winter, before Holo. Here's like a musical theater building here. Here's the Waldorf, right next to it. We arrive and instantly I recognize this place. I'm like, RT. I mean, it's daytime, and last time we were here, I think it was nighttime only. But this looks so familiar to me. Is this not where we watched Mamma Mia on our England-London trip many years ago? And she's like, I don't know. I can't remember that at all. I'm like, this looks like it. This looks like it. And I remember that over there at the corner of the street, there was a restaurant where we had a really amazing dinner before going to the Mamma Mia musical. I'm like, did we honestly book a hotel right next to this like venue where we watched Mamma Mia? And it's a yes. Like I like still had to do some research to be 100% sure, but yes, my memory was correct. This was the place. So this made it really nostalgic for me. Quite nice, quite happy. Yeah. So we go over, we go to the Waldorf, and we're like, hi. Waldorf Hotel has a nice bellman. Bellmen are the ones that greet you at the front door, help you maybe with your car or with your luggage. Very friendly, Broof. Very friendly, funny, strong accent. a guy with a top hat. Pretty old though. Pretty old, but a nice English man. Yeah. And he's like, welcome. And I think it was like maybe roughly around 1 p.m. Check-in time is 3 p.m. like in most hotels. So he's like, oh, welcome. Where did you come from? We're like, from Austria. We just arrived. Blah, blah, blah. We would like to check in. And I already had a feeling that, you know, our room might not be ready. But first of all, this is a Waldorf, so they should be, you know, doing their best even more than in other hotels. I am sure that even if the room is not ready yet, if we request it, they could prioritize it, as I have done this before when working in hotels. Tell the housekeeping to get this one ready next so that these people can check in. It's not that fucking difficult, okay? Because other hotels, they make it very difficult. I've noticed it, like, recently, every time I stayed in a Japanese hotel, like a cheap, typical small hotel, they did not give a flying fuck about me requesting to have my hotel room a little bit earlier. It's not possible. All you have to do is tell the housekeeping, you know, you're gonna do 1 million rooms. Obviously, some are gonna be done before 3 p.m. You have to start somewhere, so some are gonna be done earlier. But they're like, no, no, there's no way. You have to come back after 3 p.m. No, not, I'm like, maybe half an hour earlier. They're like, no, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. No, 3 p.m. I'm like, hai, wakarimashita. Bye-bye. Thanks. Why? It's not that difficult. Well, whatever. Okay, whatever. So, this bellman, he was really nice, but he's like, oh, you want to check in? Well, that's not going to happen. Check-in is at 3 p.m. So what we can do is we can take your luggage and you can leave it there and you can come back later at 3 p.m. Okay, all right? And we're like, maybe we can try. And he's like, well, you can try, but you're not gonna get a room. You know, we have no rooms where you have to come back later. We can take your luggage, of course. Yeah. Please come back at 3 p.m. He was way nicer and way charming, way more charming than I'm portraying him right now. Have a hard time to portray charmingness with this accent. Yeah. We're like, I want to give it a try. Like, RMT would have probably already, like, given up, but I was like, I want to give it a try. Like, I am tired. We have, like, somewhere to go in the evening, but we're really tired from a flight. We both didn't sleep much. We were very tired. We want to take a nap, so we want our room if possible. So, we go to the reception. There was a queue. Okay, reception. There were like, I think 2 people checking in. There was like somebody checking in here. Then there was someone here. And we were here. And there was someone here who was interesting. Oh, sure. He's got a tie. That's important. He's got a tie. Yes. Okay, so this person, I think, not important, disappeared fast. This person, he was angry. He was angry. He was one of those people who stay in an expensive hotel because they have the money and they think they're important and they have special rights and they have places to be. They're extra important. They think they're important. They may be important, but especially the most important thing is that they think they're important. I didn't like these kind of people when I worked at hotels. They think they're extra important. So it seems like he talked to this guy before, who is just trying his best. Yeah, who also has a tie, but that's because it's their uniform. He's just trying his best, you know, and you have to be very nice as a receptionist in a Waldorf hotel. Yeah. So he was here. He was asking for a room, and he's like, he comes up to him once this person leaves, very angrily. He's like, "What about my room? Is it done yet? I need my room. I've been waiting. Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm waiting for my room. What's with my room?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're trying. Okay, let me check. It's not ready yet, but we're gonna notify you. Okay, we're working on it. We're trying our best here. Okay, in 10 minutes. Just give us 10 more minutes. We're trying our best." And he's like, "I've been waiting for so long." Being like a fucking male Karen. So annoying. Okay. So annoying. And me and RMT were looking at each other. We were like, these kind of people are the worst. Like, he's obviously trying his best, you know? But this gave us the impression that maybe we're not gonna get a room, huh? But we can at least ask for getting it done soonish. Yeah, but we're like, oh man, poor guy. Like, we've been in this position many times before. Poor guy, yeah. This guy is being a Kevin, yes. Eventually, he's able to shake him off, the receptionist, and we're next, and we're like, oh dear, this poor guy, like, oh man, that was a really annoying looking interaction. Difficult customer, difficult guest. So we go up and we're like, hi, we would like to check in too. Yeah, if it's okay, you know. So we're not expecting much at this point. He starts the check-in procedure, and somehow, without trying too hard, we just get our room. We just get our room. What I'm thinking is, like, you know, usually the process is, especially for members with guests with like a special membership status, but generally possibly everybody, they assign the rooms either the night before or in the morning. Possibly just in the morning, yeah. Some staff will assign the rooms early on, and yeah, some rooms will just be done earlier than others, you know. And especially also because maybe he was asking maybe for a room type that just needed more work, while we were just getting a standard room, you know. Possible that our room was just already done, but that's not the kind of room that he would want, you know. So we got our room, we were surprised, we were happy, we checked in, and we immediately closed the curtains, turned off the light, and jumped into bed to try to take a nap. This was like before 3 p.m. We had to leave like maybe at 5 p.m. or so, I don't know, to get to Newbury. Really far away. Because it took 2.5 hours, and the play was starting at 8:30, I think. The Lord of the Rings musical. So we tried. I was like so tired, but I couldn't sleep. RMT fell asleep, but I just could not sleep. But I was so tired. I'm like, fuck. I needed like, I think we had like an hour of nap time. An hour or two, maybe even. But by the time the alarm went off, I was about to fall asleep. I just couldn't. Under pressure. So sad. I'm like, guess I'm fucked. Guess I just gotta, try to stay awake. So, yeah. We get to get ready. We make our way to station. I forgot what station it was, but it doesn't matter. Some fancy station though. Paddington! Paddington! It was Paddington. And I'm like, I know this name from The Bear, right? Paddington Bear. Yeah. And we were kind of hungry, but we were kind of rushing to the train because like we looked up a certain train that we wanted to take. We were rushing, but we wanted to get something really quickly. That's where we got the chicken nuggets, the 20 chicken nuggets that I posted on Twitter. And we got we went to the station and we bought a ticket. But we experience this every time. Buying a ticket in the train stations is a bit difficult for us. Maybe also for other foreigners, because it seems to always give you free options. And 2 are for the same price, while this one is a bit more expensive. I forgot why. Maybe it was first class, I don't know. But it's like only a few bucks more expensive. But these 2 are the same price. Is that... How do you make... How... Oh, wait. It's... Wait, what does pound look like again? What does pound look like again? What is... Like this? Looks like shit. I don't know. Yeah, it said peak and off peak, but it didn't like specify. There was like here there was an info icon. We click it hoping that it would tell us, you know, more about that, but it didn't. And we didn't know like which one to take. We thought it wouldn't matter, so we just took the off peak one. Oh, I think this one was the... Yeah, this one was more expensive. Like $6 more expensive. Because it was on peak. And this was off peak. And this was also off peak, but kind of like... The station name was a little bit different for some reason. I don't know why. We just took the off-peak one because it was $30 instead of $36. I don't know why, like, how could we have known that we should have taken the on-peak one? Because we get on the train with our chicken nuggets, we take a seat, and at some point the train announces before taking off, but like really shortly before taking off, so not enough time to buy a new ticket, announces that this train, you cannot use the off-peak tickets. And we're like, eh? What happens? We're gonna get arrested or what? Because like now it's not enough time to leave the train and buy a new one because it's about to leave and we can't afford being late using the next train. What the fuck? So we started looking up things like, what happens if you have an off-peak ticket? And it's like on peak, and do you have to pay extra? And it seems like there's fines. So only if the conductor is in a good mood, he's just gonna make you charge you less, like just $6 maybe. But it seems that there's cases where there's like bigger charges. But how the fuck are we supposed to know? Yeah, I'm guessing they're barely enforced because that's just mean for people who have no idea who are here kind of for the first time. And yeah, you can get a 100 quid fine, yeah, or more. I don't know. How are we? Oh, and the thing is, like, I asked the lady in front of the train, like, is this? But for different reason, because I just wasn't sure if this was the right train. So I asked, is this with this ticket? Can I take this train? She takes a look at my ticket that says off-peak, and she says yes. But we were both focused on the destination, I think. She did say yes. She could have noticed the off-peak and tell me, yo, it's on-peak. She didn't, though. Yeah, most people get away with it, don't even buy tickets. Yeah, so we were like anxiously waiting in our seats. I think it was a long train ride, but it was only 2 stations. And we were like anxiously waiting for a conductor to show up. And we were holding the tickets in our hands. And I was just going to be very honest. I was going to say, sorry, we made a mistake. Can we like pay up £6? You know, because like we didn't know. I'm sorry. But until the first station, he never came. And then after the first station, one conductor walks by our seats really fast. Not even looking at the people in the seats. And just asking anybody who newly joined the train on this station. And I'm like, eh? And RT's like, don't say anything. Just don't say anything. But nobody in this train so far had their tickets checked anyway since the beginning of this train ride. That's nice and confusing and what? Well, we didn't. It was just the truth. We didn't just join on this station, so we didn't say anything. But it was confusing. So he walked by, and then that was it. And we're like, okay, we're going off the next station, so this should be fine. They didn't check you from London because there were ticket gates staff. Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing. Like I noticed. Explain this to me. In the train that we took from to Thames Link, there were the gates where you could not go through without putting your ticket through. You had to go through the gates. But on this huge Paddington train station, I noticed. Okay, here is train. Here is train. Here is train. Here's train. These are the platforms. Here are like a lot of shops and people. So many people. Shops. It's hard to see, but like we were like snaking through. And I saw like over here and maybe over here and maybe over here. I saw like the ticket gates. And it looked like you could only get over here through the ticket gates. But here, we didn't walk through. We had a ticket, but there wasn't any gates that we had to walk through, so we didn't use it. We didn't see it. Like, you know, I thought maybe it's only for specific trains or so. I don't know. So we didn't use the tickets. And then we arrived at the station that we were gonna get off at, and there you had to put the tickets through, it seemed like. And RMT actually, because she thought we were done, she threw the ticket into the trash with other trash before we could even leave the gates. And then we see that there's gates, and she's like, fuck, I just threw my ticket away. And she's like, she runs back to the trash can, doesn't get it back though. Then goes back to the staff, and she's like, but the thing is, our bus connection is leaving in 2 minutes. So we're like panicking. We're like screaming in blah 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 to the guy that was standing there, the staff guy, and they're like, sorry. And she's like, I don't have my ticket anymore. And I'm like, I didn't even use my ticket the first time. I don't know if it's gonna get, you know. We're just like stressing out, and he probably didn't really understand what the fuck we want, but he just knew that we were you know, just panicking. Yeah, Elrond is waiting. But he just let us through normally. And we ran to the bus, which was already standing there and was supposed to leave now. And we ran over. And we look inside the bus. And there's no one inside, not even the driver. And I'm like, this is the right bus though. Like, I checked. It's on my Google Maps, and it's on here. It says the same thing. This and that, this and that. There's no one here. Okay, I guess we don't have to... Yeah, he's just chilling still. Probably until the very last second. And I look over, and he's walking over from the train station. He's walking over, like, really slowly, chill, yeah, you know. And I'm like, okay, yeah, he was just on a break. So he goes into his bus. He opens the doors for us. We're walking, and we don't really know how this is gonna work. Like, even in Austria, depending on the city you're in, bus systems are kind of different from depending on the city. Do you buy the ticket outside? Can you buy a ticket inside? Do you buy the ticket for a certain amount of stations, or is there no certain amount of stations? Like, is it always the same price for no matter where you go, etc.? So, what we say is we want to go to this place. Gosh, what was it again? What was it again? I don't remember, but we said it, and I tried my best to pronounce it how I think it would be pronounced. Newbury! Yeah! That's not so... Oh, was it really? Or did we just arrive in Newbury? No. We arrived in Newbury. I think the train station was Newbury, and we had to go even further with the bus, I think. I don't know, but He's like, I want to go here. This bus goes here, right? I need a ticket for this. And the bus driver is like, where? Huh? I'm like, this bus goes there, right? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? What? I say it again, and he's like, And I show it to him because maybe I'm like not pronouncing it correct. And then he says it, he's like, Like he sees it and he says it, and he's like, yeah, it kind of like beats me. I'm like, what's going on? But I'm like, well, wait, this is this bus, right? Like, this bus number with this like destination, right? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, that should be it, Bob, probably. And he's like, yeah. I don't know, was he making fun of us? Was he trolling? I think so too. Yeah. So we get in, we sit down. A few more passengers get in, and then one single guy walks in and asks for the same destination, which is really a destination like out of nowhere. Like it's in the middle of nowhere, and we seem to be the only ones going there. So I'm like, oh, he must be going to the musical as well, and he's not from here either. Because I heard the accent was not from here. And he also asks, are you going here? And again, the bus driver's kind of like being mysterious about it. I'm like, what the hell? But he gets onto, and when he's walking past us, I'm like, are you going to the Lord of the Rings musical too? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, where did you come from? He said he's from America. And I'm like, did you come here from America? For this? He's like, nah, and then, you know, other plans. This just so happened to be at this time. And we're like, oh, we came from Austria today for this thing. But we kind of expected like at least a few people to come like from like pretty far destinations, not just us. But we came for this, okay? So this American guy doesn't count, okay? He cannot be counted as, you know, coming the furthest away for this, okay? Cannot be counted. So far, we're the most far. So I'm like checking the whole time on Google Maps so that we don't miss our station. Eventually, we finally reached the station. By the way, it was like a really nice area. Like we looked at the houses and the streets, and there's like a lot of green, and the houses were cute and so on. It was a nice place to live, I think. We arrive. It's in the middle of nowhere, and after this follows like a 15-20 minute walk. I say, oh, we're getting off. But the guy who confirmed to us that he's going here for the Lord of the Rings musical is like on his laptop, focused on something, not seemingly wanting to get off. So I reminded him like, hey, you have to get off here. We have to go off here. He would have missed his stop, and who knows for how long he would have been in the bus if it wasn't for me, the hero of all people. Yeah. It was so nice of me, right? I saved him. American bruv. Yeah. So, we walk. Me and RMT kind of in the front, while this American bruv is like walking like a duck behind us. Duck. Yeah, he kind of dips out in the middle. He's like, I gotta do something. He sits down in the middle of the grass with his laptop. And I'm like, okay, don't get lost. Don't get lost. See you there, I guess. Shwa. Yeah, me and RMT keep on going. It was pretty. There were so many pretty houses, but it was like so in the middle of nowhere. But more and more closer, we got to our destination. And right before we reach our destination, at the gates, I see this. Range-free children? What? I see this! Ah! This was so mysterious looking to me, like those kind of ducks. I've never seen ducks like this before. I didn't even think they were ducks at first because they were huge. They don't look that huge, but they were huge, okay? And they were so fluffy and fake and chunky, and they had a funny pattern. I wasn't sure what it was. Now I know. Now I know. Yeah, Muscovy ducks, apparently. And they were chilling right at the entrance, kind of greeting us, you know. I was fascinated. Me and RNT, wasn't just me. She was also fascinated by these ducks. We took like videos and pictures of them. And then we walked in. And like, up until this place, it was already magical. But I gotta say, hell yeah. This place, I understand why they're doing it here and not in the middle of London. Because I noticed like London has like a million musical venues. And everywhere there's a different musical going on. We're like, what the fuck? Is this like a thing? Is London like a musical city? It seems so. They're doing a musical everywhere. So they could have done it in London and make it way more accessible. But they chose this like really countryside random-ass location, which is kind of like a barn. And when you arrive, you see this. Wow. Oh my god. And this is just a small snippet of it. It's got like this little slow running river with some brick bridges, and they got lights decorated everywhere. And they have this outside garden. There's a lot of grain and flowers and the ducks. It's just so cute. Yeah, it's a watermill. Yeah, yes, it's a watermill. Oh my god. I don't know if it's actually working though. But yes, it's so pretty. It's like, oh, we were like, what the fuck? This is so pretty. Fascinated. And then, oh yeah, I took another picture. It was really pretty. Right? I took so many pictures. Ta-da! Look! Isn't this so pretty? It's so pretty! This is just one small view. You know? Kawaii, kirei. We left London immediately after arriving, just like everybody told me. Leave! What to do in London? Leave! I wanted to make a joke. You know, so many people were telling me, telling us to leave. And I was gonna say, like, you guys, that might sound a little bit racist, guys. Be more careful. I know what you mean. But you telling all the foreigners who are coming to your country to leave could be taken a little bit differently. But I understand. You're saying that out of the lack of confidence. I explained it to RMT though. She was very confused, guys, why you all tell us to leave. Xenophobic, yeah. No, I get it. You guys are not confident about London. It's nice though. I mean, it wasn't that bad. So we walk a little bit further and we see the entrance and a little stall to buy tickets, which was also really cute. So let me show that to you as well. This is kind of the entrance. They put up this little stall, and where you can buy like not menu, like what's going on today kind of thing about the Lord of the Rings musical. And yeah, the thing is, we booked some deal where you can also dine at the restaurant. There's a restaurant with some food, and we would get a main course and a dessert. A choice of some main courses and desserts. Yeah, nice pictures, Kat. Thank you! See, there's even more lights everywhere here. It's so cute. So we walk up there, and there's two ladies sitting there. And they're so friendly. Like, these people are all so friendly. And I was really excited to tell them that we came all the way from Austria. So I tell them right away. I'm like, we came all the way here from Austria! But I thought that there would be more people, you know? But there's like, what? What? For this? And I'm like, yeah, we're so excited! And And they're like, oh my god, whoa, you're from like the furthest away. Like apparently no one else came from so far away. The American guy doesn't count, you know? Yeah. Yeah, they were so happy, they were so like helpful. And we were gonna ask, you know, how long it takes, because there was no official statement on the website of how long it would take. But it was important information for us because we needed to get back to London, and this is so far away. It took us 2.5 hours to get here during the day. Now at the nighttime, of course, there's not gonna be that many connections either, right? So I expected it to be at most 2 hours. And if it was that, it would have been fine. They tell us it's 3 hours. Or even a bit long. It was 3 hours and 20 minutes or so, I think. I'm like, what? IMT is also like, what? Fuck, we're fucked. And they're like, eh? Where are you staying? And we're like, we're staying in London. We have to go back to London after this. We didn't expect it to be this long. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, of course the source material is really long, but shit. Shit. And we're like, what the fuck are we gonna do? How are we gonna get back? Do we have to stay here? Oh my god. They were really, really eager to help us. The thing is, like, the bus that we took, which covered quite a distance from Newbury, the train station, to here. And then even after that, we had to walk 20 minutes. It was quite a trip, okay? So the bus wouldn't be available anymore. So we would have to get to Newbury. I don't know how the fuck... Like, only option is a taxi. But we were worried that if we... Like, Uber wouldn't work. We've been using Uber all the time, but Uber wouldn't work here, I was pretty sure. So we would have to get a normal taxi. So they wrote down a taxi number, and I made a reservation for us for the taxi at like 11 p.m. It would pick us up at 11 p.m. And then bring us to either Newbury or Reading, not Reading, Kiwawa, which is the other stop. Turns out we should go to Reading because I think it just made more sense in terms of connections and all that. But it would cost a bit more. It was £65. But we had no other choice really. Reading? I'm sorry about that. Oh, you know where that is? Reading is unfortunate. Why? I used to live in Reading. Large station. Yeah, it's a large station. Yeah. So 65 pounds. We're like, okay, well, at least we share, you know. Then it's not that much. But wow, okay. Shikatanai. At least we'll get home. We were thinking we might not even be able to get home at night. So yeah, could have been worse. Could have been Swindon. What? What's that? But yeah, okay. We solved the problem more or less, so it was okay. We get into the restaurant. We have our food. Let me show you. Well, we know the UK is known for... I'm sorry, you guys don't have the best food, unfortunately, but I mean, it's okay, it's enjoyable. I was excited to see what they have here in like such a countryside place. Must be like really countryside food. What? Wrong way. Okay. Fuck, turned it wrong. Still. Huh? Oh, what the hell? Look at this. I mean, okay, the veggies were like in a separate like bowl and you had to take them out yourself. There was like nothing. They were just boiled, I think. There was no sauce for the veggies, or they didn't look really seasoned at all. They didn't taste very seasoned either. So the veggies were pretty meh. Potatoes were just simply boiled, unpeeled potatoes, which is fine. Just, you know, just gotta eat it with the sauce from the gravy from the meat. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. The pie, I know you guys like pies very much, don't you? In the pie, I was wondering what was in the pie. But it was just the same thing that you see on the outside of the pie. This is pork. I think me and RMT got the same thing, actually. This was pork with some, like, gravy-ish sauce. It was pretty good, I think, yeah. The meat was good, the gravy was good. The veggies were just really, really plain. And I gotta say, the pie, I never had, like, something like this before, I think. The pie texture, I didn't really enjoy it much. The inside was fine, the whole gravy stuff. I was fine, but the dough, the texture of the pie, I don't know if it's like always like this. But it wasn't like particularly, you know, I don't know if it's supposed to be more like an apple strudel kind of texture, but it wasn't. If it was supposed to be that, probably not supposed to be that, but I don't know. It was, yeah, it felt very, very dry. I don't know. But maybe it's supposed to be that. I don't know. I really don't know. Was tea served with this? Well, I ordered tea, but it wasn't like automatically served. No. You got a soggy bottom. I think the bottom was kind of soggy, and that was good, honestly. I couldn't finish it, by the way. It was too much, and we still had the dessert. Yeah, it was. I don't know. It wasn't like the best food, but I just enjoyed it because of the atmosphere and the fact that we were in the middle of nowhere in England, eating something like this. It just felt so British to me. I enjoyed that. Let me check the next photo for reflections because that might have some, but no, it's probably fine. Yeah, the dessert, I wasn't 100% sure if they named it after Lord of the Rings thing, if it was a reference, or if that's just a name of a dessert that UK has. This was called a fool. I thought it was like a reference to Gandalf saying, "Fly, you fools," and all that. Yeah, look at this. It's basically a lot of like whipped cream stuff with some chocolate and pears, and crumble stuff, and the big strawberry that was really yummy. I was like, oh my god, British strawberries! I need more of this. This is so good. Yeah. It's called a fool. It is a British dessert. But is it actually called a fool? Oh, I thought it was a reference. They should have made like references to Lord of the Rings for the menu. But I think they run this restaurant even without the musical. So yeah. But they could have done like a special menu in my opinion. FOOL. It appears to be good. It's pretty good. Maybe a little bit too much whipped cream. I was like feeling a little bit sick. But it was good. It was good. Cute. So cute. Let me clean up a little bit. So we had dinner, and then they announced that it is time. You can now proceed to the garden, take a seat in the garden, because we're gonna start soon. This was gonna be, as you know, a 3-hour thing with one break in between, and it starts outside, and then you're moved to the inside, and it ends again in the outside, which is kind of cool, because, like, you know, it's such a charming, like, atmosphere. Turns out we were really the only ones from like overseas, basically, who came for this, and a lot of people seemed pretty local. There were people from all ages. They were like young kids, like around 6-7 years, and then there were really old people, like 60-70 years. And the amount of people wasn't that crazy either. It was like a comfortable amount of people, you know. So we walk out of the... I just want you guys to get a feeling for this atmosphere and this place. So we walk out of the restaurant and we walk over to the garden. It looks like this. You see, like, there's like in these stalls, there's like benches placed, and then there's some more benches in front of them, and then there's a stage, a round stage in the middle. And you walk over there, you take a seat, and it's like a comfortable, nice atmosphere. Everybody's just like, you know, having a good time. A lot of people seem to have come in groups and then families. And I've been wondering, the really old people, maybe they're like related to the performers, who knows? Get a little bit closer in between the stalls. You see the stage in the middle, and you see a banner in the very back on kind of the right side of the stage. It says, "Happy birthday, Bilbo!" And there's lights in the trees, and on the left side was kind of like the I guess the sound people. And they're having beer and stuff outside. Very comfortable. Yeah. We were just standing though. We were too shy to join other people on their seats and tables, because it seemed like everybody was already settled in. We kind of took a long time with dinner. Yeah. Oh yeah, I already deleted it, but let me talk a little bit about this. So, just like the movie or the book, it starts with Bilbo's birthday party. And that's where their musical starts too. And oh my god. I got really emotional right in the beginning, because the actors, they like eventually they come in, they join, just like one by one. They just meddle in between the people. It doesn't like suddenly start like bang, this is the beginning. No, it slowly starts by them just joining the birthday party, kind of like making it feel like we're here for the birthday party, we're part of this world right now. And they just come in and talk to everybody, and they're like, you know, in the mood, they're acting, they're in character, and they're dressed up, of course, in character. And they're just like hobbits, and they're doing hobbits things, and they're having fun together with the actors, and they're also having fun with the people who are there and talking to them. And some of them came in with instruments, and they were like dooting, testing their instruments a little bit, and you know, they were commenting about things and this and that. You know, just getting comfortable, getting settled in, giving it a slow start and giving us immersion. And we were like observing everything, like, oh my god, this must be that character, that might be this character, this one I don't know, maybe just a random hobbit, but oh my god, they're so cute, they're so hyped, they're so excited. Like, maybe it's just because it's the first day, but they're just all in a great mood, you know? And then they start, and Bilbo comes out. Bilbo stands out so much because Bilbo is significantly older than all the other hobbits that are there, and he really looks like Bilbo. I have to say, like, a lot of the actors didn't really look like their character, which is fine, but Bilbo was so recognizable. He was old, and he was cute. He had an attitude. And he got these little glasses, and he sits down and on the stage, and he's like, you know, starting the thing. And it's really like, it starts like this whole musical. It uses up all of the free books / movies, which is why it's so long. But at the same time, it should have been longer, because at some points it seemed rushed and yeah. But overall, I mean, they tried their best to keep it a reasonable length, right? So, yeah, but they start with the birthday party, and it's so cute, and I got teary-eyed right at the beginning, because it's just so, I don't know what to say. It's so cute, and it felt like, oh my god, this is like one of my favorite ever movies brought to life, and this is like, I'm in this world right now. They're so cute. A lot of them are not like small. A lot of them were really tall, but you know, what can you do? So like visually, it wasn't perfect visually, but they did it with so much love and heart and passion. They were all so into it, and like, I swear, they had an ensemble and the main cast. But even the ensemble would act sometimes, and not only play on the side. They were like all dressed up, and even the main actors, the main like lineup, even every one of them played an instrument. Some of them played some really crazy instruments. Some played like 5 instruments. Like you would see them always on a different instrument. There were so many instruments. Everybody played an instrument. These people are insanely talented. It's crazy. Yeah. Shit. Like, holy shit. And I noticed later, once we got in, like after the Bilbo birthday party was over, they said, okay, let's go now. Haha, let's go inside. This was after Bilbo disappeared. You know, he puts on the ring and he disappears, right? They recreated that too. That was funny. They like made some smoke go up, like boom, and he kind of like jumped down the back of the stage. It was a bit funny. Like, I mean, obviously you can't make him like disappear for real, so this is the most they can do. It was funny though. Immersion, yeah. So everybody takes their place inside the actual like theater. This is I wasn't allowed to take pictures like at the play, so this was just before it started. I just wanted to give you an idea. It was cozy, it was small. Our upper arms were touching each other in our seats. Yeah, this is the indoor stage. Yeah, most of the things happened indoor. Most of it. Just the beginning and the ending was outdoor. So it felt really small. I was like, how are you gonna do all these things on here in this small stage? Like on the left side, you could see like there were some seats up there, right? But behind the fence. But under there, like immediately under there, where the instruments, some of the instruments that you couldn't carry around, like drums and stuff, they would play those there. And in the middle is where all the action happened. And a little bit like up the ladder, they would come from like behind the ladder, or sometimes from behind the audience, you know. And the doors could open, and they played some like video-ish things on top, like on the whole back wall, I guess, and especially on the back, the top part. Like they, for example, would use that round-shaped, like wooden thing for, I think, like Sauron's Eye, for example, or for the volcano. Sometimes they would use the shapes that were already there. Sometimes they would just ignore that and put it all over. They would add some props, but not a crazy amount of props onto the stage. And yeah, I mean, it was like some things were lacking, and some things were really good. I want to talk about it all. So guys, can we go through the whole 3 movies really quickly? You have to remind me of everything, and I want to tell you how it went. And with that, probably the only tangent I'll be telling in this whole stream is this whole like first day. That's all I'll be telling you. Can we do like a checklist? So first thing was Bilbo birthday party, right? At this point, we were not 100% sure yet, I think. No, maybe... we knew we were introduced to all the hobbits, but not all the other characters. Merry and Pippins were really cute. Pippin. Was it Pippin? I think Pippin was played by a girl. But she was so cute. She was so cute. She was perfect in her role. She was like really scared all the time and excited and blah blah blah. Really, a lot of expressions in her face. Yeah, they were really excited, and yeah, so cute. But she was a girl. But she did really well in her role, I must say. Yeah. So cute. Her facial expressions were like the most cutest thing ever. Yeah. Which made me think like, oh, honestly, it could have worked really well as a girl too. Like the whole Hobbit team, the main Hobbit team that you are surrounded by in the books and the movies. The 4 hobbits, they're all boys. And honestly, it could have been a girl. Like, why not? I don't think it would have been that unfitting. That's what I thought when I was watching her play her role. Yeah. Besides that, nobody else, I think, was portrayed by a different gender, I think. I think they were all like, yeah. Yeah. It was interesting though. Very interesting. I felt like Sam was also very different. But also like was actually perfect for his role, Sam. And Frodo? Honestly, Frodo, wow, the choice for Frodo, like he looks like the actor from How I Met Your Mother combined with the Frodo actor, in my opinion. But yeah, Sam, I really like the Sam actor, Samwise Gamgee, but he was busy playing instruments so much of the time. Like I felt like they had to like cut him out of a lot of the chit chats because they were like they needed him for certain instruments. Yeah, but no, he was more there in the second part of the play after the break. That's when he was used more, I felt. Yeah. Overall, I wanna say that like the music they came up with was really fitting and nice. The only feeling that was weird to me was when not Galadriel, what's the other chick? The one that marries the cool guy. Forgetting all the names right now. Arwen, yeah. Arwen was really pretty and had a strong singing voice, but the only thing that bothered me is that all the songs that she would sing, by her style of singing and voice, made it sound like Disney musicals. And that just kind of felt off to me. But it was only whenever she would sing did Gollum sing. Yes! In character. And it was good. It was good. Guys, give me a rundown of all the scenes. Just write them down in the order, and I'll tell you how it went. So first, we're in the Bilbo house, and Bilbo gives the ring right to Frodo, and then he's gone, and Frodo's like, what the fuck? And then Sam is there, and Gandalf is there. Gandalf arrives. Gandalf was played by a really old guy, thankfully. And sorry, my RMT, she was like afterwards saying that she felt like Gandalf was like forgetting his lines sometimes. It seemed to her like he was forgetting her lines, but honestly, I feel like that was on purpose. Like he didn't really straight up forget his lines, but he just like stumbled a little bit over his words and was like blah, 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 babbling. Felt to me just like an old guy, and it didn't feel wrong to me. It did feel authentic to me for Gandalf, yeah. So that was fine for me personally. I think Gandalf was fine. Bilbo was 100% authentic. Gandalf was maybe like, gave me only 90% Gandalf vibes. Fuck. How was Saruman? Saruman was scary. Properly scary. A little bit posh. And kind of sassy. Had a little bit of a sassy attitude. He was also bald. Very bold. Shiny, bold. But he played his role really well. It was like a little bit of a sassy Saruman, though. Well. Okay, if we're not gonna go through it scene by scene because that's difficult, gonna take a while. Just throw out some scenes and I'm gonna tell you how they went. I want to talk especially about the Balrog scene. That was the most disappointing one because, of course, it's like difficult to portray that in such a small musical theater. But basically what they did, they opened up the back and then through it came... It was overall really dark. They darkened the whole room quite a bit. Through it came... like this big blanket. People were underneath, you couldn't see it, but they were like pushing up with their hands, creating like ups and downs in the huge stretchy blanket. A black stretchy blanket. It was overall dark, but they played a little bit with the lights. But it was just like a really vague, like scary thing. And Gandalf was standing in the back on like a little bit. I think it was kind of elevated. I may be mixing something up. A nice way to go. I don't know. It was kind of disappointing because like you're expecting this huge thing, but this is just like that's how it is in the books. Really, the RMT loves the books, but she was also disappointed. It was so vague. It had no shape. It was just like a big ass blanket. And then he gets consumed by it, basically. And is gone. I'm like, okay, I guess that's, yeah, how you gotta do it. Like, it's difficult. But it made me think, like, me and RNT were discussing during the break, how are they gonna do the spider? It's not impossible to create a spider, right? They can just make a huge spider prop. Shouldn't be impossible. I was hoping for it. RMT already gave up hope. That she was like, if this is how they're gonna make the Balrog, they're not gonna put any effort in the spider. I was still hopeful. And also the trees, the ants. I was curious how they were gonna do that too. This was just a spooky blanket, yeah. Balrogs are meant to be made of smoke and flame. So sort of accurate. Huh. Okay. Alright then. Blanket is 100% accurate to the Anyway. That was that. So it was a bit but it was okay. They also like a lot of the battles, they skipped some battles and or shortened them and made them not so important and not much battle. Like one thing that I wasn't so happy with was the orcs. They had a total of 4 orcs throughout the whole movie, musical, and they were wearing kind of like gas masks. They were kind of dressed like in hip-hoppy clothes and wearing gas masks. Every other outfit was fine, in my opinion. From the elves, the outfits were nice. From the hobbits, the outfits were nice. Gimli and Legolas, everybody was fine, in my opinion. Just the orcs were like, what? It was 4 orcs in hip-hoppy, dark, baggy clothes with a hoodie on and a gas mask underneath. I was thinking, could they really not just make like a somewhat orky mask or paint their faces green and I don't know, give them some orc ears and stuff? Yeah, they were like steampunk orcs and yeah, I don't know. That was a bit meh. Yeah. It was a bit strange. Yeah. In terms of other enemies, they also had the what do you call them again? The ones on the horses. That was basically they recreated the horse heads, and it was like I can't remember so well. Yeah, the ring refs. they were kind of good because they were scary, and the horse heads were recreated quite well. It was like skeleton horse heads, and they were like hippity hoppiting across the stage and going like, Wah! It was pretty good. It was scary. Fuck my throat. I'm talking too much. Yeah, the screams were good. The sounds overall, like I really cannot praise enough the music and the instruments. What really impressed me is they had no like dude who was like directing everyone in terms of music, and I saw no one with a sheet of music, and there was so much music going on. Even when they weren't singing, you know, they were also creating background music and stuff. They didn't look at sheets of music, but they were all so like synced up. I didn't notice like any like big mistakes or flaws in the music. I only heard like a violin sounding a little bit off sometimes. But besides that, yeah, that was impressive. They knew it all by heart, and they were so into it. Like when in the middle there would be actors, right, and on the side there were some ensemble. Sometimes Sam, who wasn't, or like any, even when for example Arwen or Galadriel and so on were not in the scene right now, they would be on the side playing instruments, because everybody, you know, had like their expertise instrument, and they were watching the play and each other while playing their instrument, because they had to adjust it to what they were doing, right? But I saw it in their faces. Sometimes I would focus on them rather than what's going on in the middle of the stage, because they were so into it. When there was a sad scene, they looked sad. When there was an intense scene, they looked intense. When there was a scary scene, they looked scared. When there was a happy scene, they looked happy. And they were so happy. They were so into it. It was really, really good. Everybody had great singing voices. Especially like Galadriel and Arwen, they really showed it off. I don't know. Everybody had good singing voices. The moment when Gollum first came out was really cool. Like we were sitting quite in the front, so it took us a moment to notice. There were two floors, right? Gollum just appears hanging on the fence somewhere in the back of the like on top of the fence of the upper seats behind us. And people were like laughing, and we're like, oh, what's going on? And we look behind us, and we see Gollum hanging up there, just climbing over the fences from the very back to the very front. There, with that, he made his way onto the stage, and a lot of the time he would just be hanging down the ladders, you know, giving him a little bit of like a. You know, for example, when Sam and Frodo are on the mountain, and Gollum is there too, you know, the way they would give the feeling of the elevation of a mountain is like he would sometimes be up on the ladder, looking down to them, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, he was like constantly like climbing onto something. When he was on the ground, he wouldn't fully crouch. I would have wished he would fully crouch all the time. He was just like kind of bent down a lot of the time. He was pretty tall, and he was bald. He was the opposite of Gollum, as in he was very muscular and fit looking, but you gotta be if you're like a musical actor, I guess. I mean, you don't have to be, but like the way he acts, like climbing everywhere, even his climbing, some of the poses he would take up there on the fences is like, it gave me like this, what was the word? Not ballet, but what do you call the, like, people who are, like, good at climbing? Acrobat! Yeah, acrobat! He had this acrobat vibe, and I could really see it. The way he would, like, stretch out his leg in the air and flex it. Really acrobatic. Like, this was a really acrobatic Gollum. Perfect actor for this role, as he's really good in climbing. And portraying emotions through his body. By, you know, showing off certain body parts and this and that. So he was not like insanely buff, but you could see that he's doing workout. But it still fits. Like he was a really good golem. He was doing the voice very well, and he was doing like this like schizophrenic acting really well. They did act out the biting Frodo's finger off thing, yeah. You couldn't see it clearly, and obviously Frodo didn't lose a finger, but it looked pretty good. And the scene where, you know, Gollum falls was also really good. Like they it was interesting because you want him to fall down a really low deep mountain, right? So you can't fall down though, because you don't have much space. So what they did is, you see this stage. There were like some people holding him up when Gollum is like in this position, and they hold him up and they carry him around, and it's like you're watching from above, because when you sit here, like, you see his bald head from front view, right? So they're trying to create like a optical illusion where they go this way, so you see, like, you know what I mean? It's a perspective thing. And that was pretty good. I liked how they played with the perspective there, yeah. And it was kind of slow and dramatic, and there was music going on, dramatic music. Yeah, and they carry him around slowly a little bit, and eventually, I think they went behind the doors. And he's just gone. One more cool thing in terms of, like, enshitsu. I don't know how to say that in English. Enshitsu. The way they did things. Method. Staging. Staging. You know, the big battle. They seemed to have, like, I was confused because, like, I'm like, what's actually going on? But RMT knows everything by heart, so she confirmed that they kind of combined like 2 or 3 big important battles. The one where Gandalf shows up and is the hero, and suddenly he's white, not gray anymore. That one, they combined it with something else. Yeah. So what they did was pretty cool. You see the stage? You see that like round thing there, right? And the doors and all that. They're fighting down here. And you know, you want to give this feeling that he appears really far on top of the mountain, right? He appears up here. With his staff. And there's not much he can do up there, but it was pretty like a cool moment because he's there. They're like, oh shit, and he does some fancy thing, and he saves the day. Yeah. It's difficult to retell everything. It's been a couple days already. Oh, one thing that I was completely missing, for example, was the king's daughter, who fought in the battle too, right? She didn't exist. And RMT said they also combined 2 other characters into one, seemingly. I don't think she meant the daughter. They combined her somehow, but to me, she was practically non-existing in the play. They didn't like mention her, which I guess it worked perfectly fine without having her there. It wasn't too important. So, no pseudo-romance with Aragorn. No. Oh, they were so... Arwen and Aragorn were so lovey-dovey. Oh, when they kissed, I squealed. That was cute. Galadriel! Oh, you know how I was really scared of Galadriel in the movie? Galadriel was properly scary in the musical too. And the scene where Frodo offers the ring to her, she went kind of insane. Yeah, she acted out that part really well. She was really spooky. They made her really spooky. Yeah. That was really good. Oh yeah, the spider! The spider! They actually did make a huge spider! It came out of the... It was so cool, because they darkened the whole room. And then they opened those doors in the middle. And what you see is just like two glowy red eyes in the distance. And slowly it comes closer to go out of the door, and when it's like getting closer to get out of the door, you see the legs showing up, holding, like the door is here, and it's like, you know, squeezing through really elegantly. Like you didn't see it well, but there were definitely like people holding, like several people controlling the legs, because like each leg moved pretty individually. I don't know how many legs spiders have. 8? 6? There were plenty. There were a lot of legs. Yeah. And there was a child, like 6-year-old child, or 7 or so, maybe 8, 9, I don't know. Hard to tell. Sitting like on the lap of her father, kind of almost next to me. And I was wondering if she would be really scared, because that was actually pretty scary. Eh? Always 8? Okay. This was pretty scary. This was really good. And it came out, and it was like big and fluffy. And I first I thought it was kind of scary, but the more you saw of it, the more I kind of thought it was cute, because the eyes were so cute. But that's just because, I don't know, you know. It was properly scary, but it was also cute, you know? And they did so well! They did so well! And it took Frodo. It rolled Frodo up. Not really in like a proper cocoon, but he was like rolled up on the ground. And it did that, and you know, then it fucked off. It was a cute spider, really good. It was huge! It was huge! Actually. That was like the biggest prop they had, I think. And the most, like, effort they put into a prop, in my opinion. I really like the spider, yeah. I had the trees. For the trees, Merry and Pippin, they interacted a lot with the trees. And the whole, you know, slow thing. You can't make it, like, insanely slow, right? Because this musical has a time limit. But they did put... Like, they did put some effort into being slow. And they kind of made like green leaf projections all over the stage. And they used the ladders, like when you would want to show that Merry and Pippin are climbing up the tree, they would, like, you know, climb up the ladders, or they would be down here and they look up to the ladder by looking to make it look like they're looking at the ants. The ants were the only ones that didn't have an actor that you could see. Like, it was just like this voice and the projections. But it was a good voice, and it felt very like big and oh. Was Tom Bombadil and Goldberry in this version? I want to say yes, because wait, who was Tom Bombadil again? I'm pretty sure yes, because we talked about it not being in the movie, but it was in the book, and he was indeed in the musical. What was that again? The Magic Man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, he was there. He was there. There was somebody there that wasn't in the movie for sure. That was really cool. Elrond was really cool, by the way, too. And Legolas was I wish they would have put a blonde wig on him, you know? But they didn't use wigs at all. So that was a bit disappointing for me, personally. I wish they would have used some wigs. But Legolas, like his face structure, it did give me Legolas vibes. Even though they're very different from Legolas, but I felt like, okay, that could be an elf. And to be honest, not enough Legolas Gimli interactions. Legolas overall was not that active in the musical. Like, he was also one of the people who seemed to be used a lot for the instruments. But he was yeah, I would have wished for more Gimli and Legolas overall. Oh, one more thing I was a bit meh was like the weapons. Like the staves were fine, but Gimli's axe was tiny, and I felt like they could have hired a better prop maker, because it looked like it was like a really cheap creation, kind of plasticky. Like the foam was uneven. I don't know. It was kind of meh. A lot of the swords were like only like less than half of the size than they should. Honestly, most of them were at 0.25% of the size they should be. Yeah, like a little bit bigger would have been nice for the weapons. Yeah. Also, maybe this is just me because I you know, I go to conventions, I see the shit that cosplayers can do. If cosplayers can do this stuff, then I feel like a musical like this that is doing several performances and has such a big like book and a movie behind it should put a little bit more into should put a little bit more into the props. But what I saw was like Frodo, you know, he's got this sting or whatever, the sword that lights up, right? When it should light up when there's orcs around. It was fucking tiny, which is okay. It was like a tiny dagger. That's okay, but when he first shows it off, it didn't glow, right? And I thought they could easily put LEDs in there. Like a few LEDs, make it glow blue. We were waiting for that, but it never glowed. They could have easily done that, in my opinion. They missed out on not making it glow. Cause like they even said it. Like there was a line where they said, "Oh, it's glowing. Oh, there's orcs around," and they show and they look at the dagger, and it's just normal. But what I liked was the capes that they got from the elves. They were really shiny and pretty and silver. Those were nice. Also, they had all those items. And there's, oh, this is so cool. Cause you know I'm a fucking pathetic fan. I didn't read the books because I'm a lazy bitch. So I didn't know that there was one more item that the elves gave to them. For what reason did they not show it in the movie? I don't know. But there's this box, right? The box of earth or whatever. The earth box. And they keep it until the end of the movie. Oh, they generally try to stay closer to the books, which I'm sure you guys are happy about. So at the end, they talk about, you know, we go back outside. We go back outside to the garden. And the cute thing is that all the benches and tables are turned over, and the hobbits encourage us to, together with us, the people, turn everything back around, because, you know, we're back in the Shire, so we want to, after they wreaked havoc or whatever, we want to build it back up, right? which doesn't happen in the movies because they go back home and everything's fine, everything's nice, untouched. I didn't know that it was actually like fucked up. And yeah, there's a reconstruction going on that you as the visitor are being involved in, which is again very cute. And everybody's just happy to be home, and we build it back up. It doesn't take much time, and the play continues, or that was like literally part of the play. And then that's where, you know, they're like, fuck, what are we gonna do? Like this is like so much of our grain is gone. And then they bring out the box. We're like, oh, but we have this. Don't we have this? We can use this, right? And the cute thing is that at the end, the staff, by the way, was really sweet. They looked for us after the dinner to give us some more advice about how we should go back home. And also after the play, they found us again, and they felt like they looked for us specifically to give us this. It's a little package of seeds. It's a little package of seeds, and they're like, just spread it somewhere, and we will rewild the Shire together. Yeah, and I'm like, I'll take this. It's cute. I will use it somewhere, sometime. I'll keep it for now. It's so cute. They gave this out to all the people. Yeah. Isn't that so cute? Yeah, so anything else important that I should mention from the play? Any scenes that you guys want to hear about? My throat is dying, so I should take a break soon. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I could go longer, but... Boromir's death was really good. Don't take it the wrong way, but... it was... really emotional, and yeah, the last fight, a lot of the fights were, as I said, kind of shortened and not as big as they should be because there were only 4 orcs, but they took him apart really well. It was really dramatic in the end, especially that last like time where the like sword goes through him, and yeah, it was really good. Oh, my mommy is watching, by the way. Oh, maybe I should give the seats to mommy. She has big garden. Did they kneel for the hobbits at the end? I think so. I mean, they definitely celebrated them. They also combined, like, at the end, I feel like they kind of combined a lot of the ending scenes, like the wedding... and the goodbyes and everything. But yeah. What was I gonna say? What was I saying? Yeah, Boromir. Yeah, he was played by a good actor, and he did really well. He had really this Boromir vibe from the beginning. I actually, we didn't talk about it, but I liked the scene where, you know, they're at the elves' place and they get Gimli and Legolas, etc. on their team. It's really well done. Rivendell, yes, Rivendell. Where they create the fellowship. Yeah, it's really like motivating. Eye of Sauron was really good too, really scary, really intimidating. The volcano too was nice at the end, because the projections they used and the music was really dramatic and red and wild and wow. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, I would give it a... difficult. Either an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Well, you know, some things felt really rushed, but you know, it's hard to not have it be rushed when you want to squeeze so much content into one musical. actors were great, singing was great, the songs were great, the instruments were great. Some of the props, a lot of the props were meh, but the way they used the stage was good. The floor was turning, by the way, so sometimes they would like turn the floor, and that added to a lot of the performances. And in what's the word, in huh? I don't know. The way they create a scene, yeah, immersion too, I guess, but that's not what I meant. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So the rating, and then would I say, like, the thing is, the problem is it's far away from everywhere. So if you're in the UK, I say it's worth it, go there. If you're not in the UK, is it worth it going there for this in particular? I say if you live in Europe, then it's easy to get there relatively easy, relatively fast. So as a European, yes, if you combine it with doing other things during your trip. Like, don't only go for this, obviously, but go for this and then add some more things, then it will be worth it. If you're outside of Europe, if you're already planning an England trip, then yes, it's worth it. But just like coming from America or Japan or whatever, just for this, if you're like a huge Lord of the Rings nerd, like if Lord of the Rings is your fucking life, yeah, then I think you want to see it. Yeah, but I think you should combine it with things. The guy, we did like share the taxi in the end, which made it a lot cheaper for us. So that was good, yeah. That was good. I won't lie, like we had good talks. It was a nice guy, nice American guy. Like, I don't know, just a really nice American guy. He did make it. He did, yeah. We were all really grateful for, like, you know, being able to share the taxi ride. So, I think it's a good motivation to start planning a trip to the UK. And I was surprised. I thought this would, like, I mean, I guess there's only a certain amount of people that could be there because it's a small barn, but I feel like I'm giving a huge promotion right now. So, you're welcome. But please enjoy. Please go there, check it out. I don't know how long it's running, like maybe 2 months or so, a couple of weeks for sure. If you are in Europe or like the UK, please check it out. It's so cute. They really did a good job to immerse you in their world, and they put so much passion into it. You really can see they love what they're doing. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I would hope that they play in the future, maybe overseas, but I doubt it. I don't know how these things usually go. But yeah, I'm in the south. I'm tempted. Please go. Please go and tell them the Austrian girl inspired you to go. They don't know that I am a VTuber. I didn't tell them anything. They don't know that I'm giving them this huge advertisement. I'm in the north. It's 4 hours. It doesn't fucking matter. In total, it also took us more than 4 hours. It's easier for you. Go there. Go. You're in the country, then go. There's no excuse for you to not go. They don't know I'm Kiara. I'm visiting next year. Hope they'll. If it's successful now, I would hope they do like a rerun or so. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I don't have anyone to drive me there. You can get there with trains and buses. That's how we got there. But make sure to, like, at the end, it's really late, so you might have to take a taxi, or you stay close by in the area if you find something. I mean, further north, it's 5 hours. Doesn't fucking matter. You have to go there. Certified banger. Yeah, you know, as The thing is, you know, Lord of the Rings fans. Maybe I said I'm a pathetic fan, but maybe I'm a better fan because I even appreciated the Amazon thing. So, I also appreciate the hell out of this, but quality-wise, this was better, of course. I'm an adequate fan. So what I was gonna say is that Rings of Power, yeah. What I was gonna say is that shouldn't we be happy about anything that comes out except the Gollum game? I told RMT about the Gollum game. She didn't know about it, but yeah. Yeah, should be happy about anything that comes out in relation to Lord of the Rings, and this was just like so cute because like there never was a musical before. I think at least not like a officially permitted one. That's what I think this is. Like not. It's definitely they definitely have like the rights to do it. The Gollum playthrough. Yeah, it's just crazy how that ended up. I think I need a fucking break. I wanted to tell you about more. You know what, guys? I know I said I'm gonna play GTA on the weekend, but obviously I'm kind of fucked. So I think the coming days will be a collection of Zatsudan streams. I'll do another Zatsudan stream tomorrow. We'll talk more about the UK. I'll do a Zatsudan stream on Monday. We'll talk more about the UK until I'm fucking done and until I can talk for a long amount of time again. Yeah. I feel it's getting rough with my throat. It wasn't actually like in the past few days. Honestly, like the first day on Tuesday, it started early in the morning, and throughout the day I noticed my throat got really scratchy. On the second day, on the first night I had a lot of like coughing fits, but on the second day I thought, okay, I'm gonna cough a lot, but I didn't. I just had some throat pain, so I got like Strepsils and some other stuff from the pharmacy and just went through my day by using those a lot. And then at the end of the day, I think I already felt better in terms of throat pain, but that's when my nose started running. So the third day was me catching up to my nose all the time. And I was like, damn, this is like going in phases. Maybe I have COVID because like I feel like this was the same thing before. For me, it's always like I only have one thing, and then it goes on to the next thing, and then it goes on to the next thing. You never have all at once, I feel like. But I don't know. I don't know if I had it. I'm sorry, I don't know. But after the nose running, on the last day, on the last 2 days, I just overall felt kind of weak and all that. Yeah. Today, honestly, before my stream, I felt perfectly fine. But talking so much and entertaining you guys is making me feel a little bit weak again. Yeah, but overall, I got sick and I healed within 4 or 5 days. I'm mostly fine. So it's okay. I'm also gonna be perfectly fine for singing for 30 minutes, I think. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just need a little break before that. I'm gonna drink some tea. I'm gonna eat dinner, maybe. I don't know what to do about the... We didn't even talk about... Because I was gone, we didn't even talk about Advent. New Gen. In, like, I think for me it's 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. Right? I want to talk about Ian Free real quick. Well, I mean, we're gonna talk tomorrow again, so I could tell you all about what I think tomorrow. Not much I can tell you now. I'm excited for them. there's maybe someone I'm most excited for, but I'm not gonna say who. Oh, but I did want to say one thing. Yeah, about the new burp in town. So before debut, I talked with management, I talked with Nerissa, and so basically, she is going to be my temp. The thing is, like, HINOTORI, there's currently, from management, no plans to, like, add a new member. And it's not gonna be, like, every time there's a new bird, there's gonna be a new member. Because they agree with me that that's not what we want. Like, currently, the way it is now is nice. She's my, what do you mean? My temp. She will work for free. She's an intern, a temp, an intern. She'll be my intern, if anything. She's very happy about that position. She 100% understands the issue. There is says listening right now, actually. And yeah, why are you listening? She just messaged me on Discord. Yeah, the thing is, if we always add anytime a new burp joins, it's just like at some point gonna have like 15 members. And that's not what I want from HINOTORI, and that's not what management wants either. It seems like management is really happy with, or like the director, really happy with how HINOTORI is right now, how it's very well balanced. Another thing you have to consider is if we put Nerissa into HINOTORI, then it's 3 EN members. That's kind of unbalanced too, 3 EN members, 2 Japan, 1 ID. It's kind of unbalanced. I like the 5-day where they are now. Nerissa agrees. She's like, perfectly fine with it. And I said though that, maybe in the far future, like not saying never, but maybe sometime, but not gonna like immediately, have her be part of the idol unit that is HINOTORI. Like, surely we can like do things together. And as I said, like kind of have her as an intern. Have her do some dirty work for me. That's how I think it would be the best for now, and we all agree. We all think that is the best way to go around it. Yeah. Gotta earn your feathers. Yes, but also not necessarily what we're trying to do here. It's not like, oh, you have to earn your place. No. There currently is no place in HINOTORI as like a unit, because before HINOTORI was kind of just like a gathering of burbs that really like are friendly with each other, that like each other, that go along well. But now it's a little bit more than that. Now you have to consider the fact that we're doing some activities together, that we have like things planned out together, and yeah, so you will see. But yeah, we can't just because some new burb is in town now, we can just like immediately throw the girl in there, especially because like she doesn't even have 3D yet, obviously. And who knows when she gets 3D, so that's also something to take into consideration. Yeah. But I'm thinking like, for example, let's say HINOTORI does something, or I just do something in Minecraft, for example, and there's something I don't want to do. So I'm gonna say, Nerissa, my dear unpaid HINOTORI intern. I got some work for you that you can't turn down because you're my burp kohai. I got some work for you. Yeah! My part-timer. No, it's more like an intern, yeah. Yeah, go get some diamonds. Go get 100 diamonds for me, thank you. Yes. Power harassment, yes. Lapis lazuli. No, fuck lapis lazuli. I want diamonds. I want diamonds. At least I'm not asking for never, right? Not yet. Yeah, so that's that. That's all I will say about them for now because they haven't debuted yet. None of them. So, yeah. But I wonder if I should... I don't know if I'll be awake for it. I might just want to archive. Was it 4 or 5 a.m. for me? I feel like I don't want to miss out on the hype, so I want to be awake for it. Oh, 5 a.m. And I'll be awake at 1 a.m. for the karaoke. But I don't think I can stay up until 5. So I think I'll either wake up for it and then go back to sleep, or I'll try. No, I will of course go back. Or I'll just watch it when I wake up. But that just feels like I missed out. European pain. Fuck. The pain of being European. Yeah, I need to get full sleep anyway to heal better. Yeah. But you guys, please watch all the debuts. We're finally getting our sweet, sweet 3rd generation, which took so fucking long. But they're finally here. They're really edgy. The designs are really cool. Like, damn, their designs are so good. I'm personally, like, artist-wise and art style-wise, I'm like the most excited about, was it Shiori? Shiori, right? Yeah, cause her artist is Kayahara Sensei. I fucking love Kayahara Sensei. Oh my god. Just by default, she's so hot. What do I do? That's so hot. Hot. Yeah. But also, like, Nerissa as a burp, like, her burp design is so dark and edgy. And we were, like, saying to each other that, you know, my new outfit kind of visually matches well with her. So, you know, if we ever stream together, I gotta wear this outfit so that we visually match well. Yeah, she's so edgy, though. Like, she would be, like, the, like, visually most edgy one if she were to stand in line with HINOTORI. Yeah, minus the bright hair. But color-wise, like black and blue, you know, matches so well, actually. Yeah. Coordinating outfits already. Yeah. I do not know about the collab, Ben. I mean, as far as I know, for now it's default, but who knows? There's always a chance they'll change it. Depending... I think they'll just do it while watching the situation and decide. Judging the situation. Honestly, it could be anything. We don't have to do it the classic Japanese way, you know? We're EN. We don't have to do it that way. Especially, like, ever since Myth debuted, lots of things have changed in terms of... I mean, you know, Genma is still there. Genma hasn't changed. Except, I mean, she's definitely... Her position changed a little bit. but I feel like a lot of the non-managers. I mean, we got a lot of new managers. But like, you know, a lot of non-managers changed. You know, there's like a lot of new people in Yen. Yen is growing, and such is like also changing the way we do things a little bit. Things are, you know, improving and just a little bit different these days, so we can do things differently. Yeah, I never like said it, but there's been a lot of internal changes. Yeah. In a good way? Yeah, I think like mostly should be in a good way. Yeah, I mean, look at Advent. Look at them. How much stuff that management got going for them, like, you know, all those trailers, several animated trailers, really cool stuff. How about the twins? Oh, fucking genius, of course. Like, yeah, that was my reaction when I first saw it was twins who were gonna join us. I'm like, yeah, fucking genius. Yep, genius. The good thing is, like, you know, if they share a channel, right? So they're always gonna like have someone to bounce off of. Compared to like streaming alone, you always have someone to bounce off of, and you can like always be energetic. There can always be someone like commenting on what you do, and there's never a quiet moment. Yeah, you always have a partner. I mean, then in exchange, maybe there's not so much intimate moments. I don't know, who knows, but I feel like it's just a smart way to do things. And let's say one of them doesn't feel like streaming or can't stream, then the other one can pick up, and you know. So it's genius. Like, it's gonna be very interesting. Yeah, I'm curious to see how it goes. But I think it's gonna go really well. But I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm not gonna say anymore. I've actually, the first time I talked to them was actually pretty like recently. And since then, the one I talked to the most was Nerissa, and I think second most the twins. I didn't talk so much yet due to time issues and so on, time zone issues and all that with the other two. So I have yet to really make myself an image of them, to be honest. Bijou and Bijou, how do you say it? And Shiori. Yeah, I haven't talked. No, I was in Japan, guys. No, Nerissa is just like, you can't judge by what I'm saying. Where they are, you can't judge it. They might just be like awake at any time. Who knows? And I was like in Japan recently. Yeah, there's no leak. No, literally no leak. Shut up. No, like, I'm not leaking shit. But I'm just saying, I didn't like get to talk to them much. So you know, it's like with council, my problem was I feel like for the longest time I couldn't bond much with council because, yeah, time zones really. That I really felt that very strongly. So I was hoping that for the third gen this won't happen. I've been trying to keep up with them, but I've been so busy. I've been in Japan and I'm in London. Yeah, I feel like I'm again missing out a little bit on interactions, to be honest with you. Yeah, I feel like I'm behind on interactions, especially as I said with Shiori and Bijou. I have like no idea what kind of girls they are, really. I have no idea. I only like, I mean, you know, cause like the others like often would be in voice chat, and I talked a little bit with Bijou on like chat messages, like replying to like technical problems with advice and stuff like that. But that's it. That's about it. Now I'm back. Yeah, I'm late. I'm starting late, but I'm back now. I want to interact, please. I want to get to know them. I want to learn about them. And it's perfect because the debuts are in a couple hours. So, right? 7 hours, I think. Let me know you. Let them debut first. Sure, but like I'm behind. The other girls talked plenty with them already, I think. Not everybody, but don't intimidate them too much now. I don't want to intimidate them. I just don't want it to be like so because of my time zones. I don't want to be so like a no what's the word? Like distant, whatever. Like I was with isolated too, yeah. Like I was with Council. Like now it's better. Like there's enough time has passed, enough collabs have passed that I know Council well enough. Yeah, but for the longest time, me and Council, we didn't get like a start. We didn't get any interactions, right? Man. Yeah, I felt kind of regretful about that. Ain't no start. You had a great Bay collab. Yeah. I got the Bay collab early, but still, past after that, like no interactions really. Nani? I was just sending private messages. Okay, I have to stop somewhere. So let's stop it here. That was basically. So we hopped into the taxi. We drove back. We arrived in London very fucking late. And then had the best sleep ever after a really exhausting travel day. And we still kept on talking more and more about, you know, what we thought about the musical and this and that. One stream for one tangent. Can you guys fucking believe it? For one day. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. I just want to tell you guys in detail, especially for the musical. I want that you guys know how it was, because I think there's many potential candidates in the chat who would want to see it too. And I want to advertise it. You gotta go there and check out the musical, because it's time limited. Please go and watch it. I sold it to you. Yatta! I wish you guys could have seen it with me. Together. It was so cute. I'm glad I was there on opening night. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some tea now and fuck off. I'll tell you more tomorrow. Let's do another short stream tomorrow, around the same time. And on a Monday, I'll do an early one because of reasons. I have plans in the evening. Monday, Zatsu for SEA people, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Have fun, guys, with Ian free debuts. Very exciting. Let's freaking support the shit out of them. Let's get some hype going. I'll see you though in 3 hours for a little karaoke. I want you guys to send me recommendations on my tweet that I am about to write after the stream ends. I'll write a tweet to announce the stream, and you guys can reply with songs that you want to hear that are summerish, summer vibes, please. Not For Blood. It's unarchived. Mine is unarchived because I want to sing English songs. Yo. 17歳? Then not spoily. Is that summer? Fuck, I need a break from talking. Okay, guys, and Sherman, we say auf Wiedersehen. Thank you for listening to my stupid tangents that are too detailed that no one gives a shit, but I wanna talk about it anyway. Yeah, more about UK tomorrow. If you wanna know, I'll try to squeeze at least 2 days of stories into tomorrow's. That's yeah. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye. Cheerio. Bye bye. Bye bye. Choo 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 choo. Pero pero. Bye bye. See you in the Shire. See ya. Cheerios, Frosted Flakes. Yum 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 Taking the hobbits to Isengard. Taking the hobbits to Isengard. Unfortunately, that was not part of the musical. Taking the hobbits to Isengard. Taking the hobbits to Isengard. Well, then I'm not going. No! They made their own songs, yeah. Experience ruined. Isengard, Isengard.